When I was 8, I was diagnosed with a medulloblastoma brain tumor.
When we first went into the hospital with Alyssa, really in our wildest dreams did we think that we were going to be told in the emergency room that, your daughter has a brain tumor. And so it really flipped the whole world upside down in just a matter of minutes. The challenges you face are many, and they begin first with, having to deal emotionally with watching your child suffer. You could see the fear in her eyes, the uncertainty of what she was dealing with. Many a night, laying there, staring up at the ceiling, tears rolling down my cheeks, not being able to control your emotions. You're saying your prayers, you're just hoping your child will survive.
Everybody has their own definition of normalcy and what normal life brings. And, for a long time, our normal was just turned upside down. But, we've kind of made a new definition of normal for our family. And, we love to hang out together. We love to watch TV together. We bake together a lot. Thank you. I think that Alyssa's artwork, what we have in this house, is truly, they are truly some of our most valued possessions. I look at it all the time and it just brings total joy.
When you know something you made looks good, you just feel so proud of yourself.
We're so grateful and appreciative. You gave us our daughter's life. There's not a greater gift you can give anyone in the world than the life of their child. One thing that all of us have an opportunity to do now, if you're considering giving to children's, is you have the ability to take some control today to help ensure that if you ever need that hospital, you feel good that you've helped create the best hospital possible. When I think of Signature Care, I think of commitment. And I think that's a commitment that all of us make to be the best we can for our children. And hopefully, all of us will put our signature down and make a commitment to make this the best hospital possible.
Benjamin was born with congenital Nevi syndrome and neurocutaneous melanosis. He was born with no good skin. He had lesions literally head to toe. He had 15 surgeries in the first 5 years of his life, and he has them pretty much annually thereafter. We knew at about 3 years old that he was autistic, and they have factored that in. They have changed the whole protocol for Benjamin, so they don't put any needles in. Nothing happens to him until he is asleep. And I think that's very unique.
When they saw the multiple needs that Benjamin had and the amount of attention he needed from his mother, they adapted and let her do her thing.
Bea took care of Benjamin. She was one of his nurses, many nurses. And it was just a wonderful, wonderful relationship. And she would always come and bring him little things and always have a cute story about her cat.
I was in the hospital for the holidays, and the nurse comes in and gives me this toy cat.
Without Children's Hospital, I really truly believe he wouldn't be here today. Benjamin bowls, he goes to school, he plays with his brothers, he attends all his sports team events, and he basically leads a normal life.
We are so lucky to have a situation like Children's, given all the medical problems Benjamin has had. We bump into people, children, who have to drive, hours to come there, even from some other major cities, because Children's is known for, handling difficult cases.
The new hospital means most to us is the ability to merge the family-centered care with the doctors and the nurses, and really have a cohesive group in a new state-of-the-art facility that will foster that kind of care.
You never know who's going to need it, and even though it may not be your direct son or daughter, your neighbor's going to need them. The stress of a sick child, I don't have to tell you, is tremendous. And it adds to the whole community's well-being, having a hospital like Children's.
Kelly's injury was just a horrible experience for me. As I lined up to tee the ball, apparently my daughter got out of the golf cart and came up behind me. I didn't know she was there, and I hit her. We rushed her to St. Margaret's, and we thought she needed stitches. They were not able to operate on her. They knew they needed Children's Hospital.
I looked at myself in a handheld mirror and couldn't believe what I was looking at. And that's when it hit me that all of this had really happened.
The surgeons could not have been better. We are just so thankful that they're in our backyard and they're such a strong part of the Pittsburgh community. If they were not there, we don't believe our daughter would have survived.
I stopped playing soccer and I got into ultimate frisbee. And it's a lot of fun for me. I can go out there and run around with friends, have a lot of fun. It's a non-contact sport, and it's just a really nice time.
Kelly suffered memory loss, and it affected her learning. So she had to change her study habits. She had to, things that she took for granted weren't so easy for the first year or two. Reading, it was such an effort. Since then, she's become a phenomenal student at Shady Side. The possibilities for Kelly, they're endless. Every year since her accident, things have just gotten better and better. This new hospital is such a benefit to Pittsburgh in that you never know how quickly an accident can happen. The walls, they're colorful. It's as crazy as it sounds. It's a fun place to be now. It gives you a lot of hope.
Something that really excites me about the new Children's Hospital is the cafeteria that looks like a restaurant, the gardens, the movie theater, the PlayStations all throughout the Children's Hospital, the furniture and all the different colors and the lighting. The entire thing is just like a big play center, and it's hard to remember that you're in a hospital when you're inside, which I guess if you can make a hospital seem like home or seem like somewhere fun to be, that's definitely the best you can do.
When you have the best staff and the best facilities, you have the best chance of survival for your children.
Because of Children's Hospital, I get to live my life as a regular kid.